What is good? What is good? What is good, guys? You already know what it is. King Joshua Trade Lord himself come to you live. And we on video 19, 18, or 19. So one of those. um all right, market's back open. It is the 30th of June, last day of June. And market's back open 5 p.m. So it's 7 p.m. We moving. This thing. So now I'm really looking for trades. Also, where the account is, is exactly where we left off. Back at the $6,000 point. Had a great wins last week, right? But again, we're starting with a clean slate. Let's get it. So this thing just went up here, and basically, this is now deleted, and that's how I play the game. We're risking $200 to make $100 on this one because we had a big win here, and then of course we had this kind of reaction where we had big win, small win right there. So we're looking to see what we will get here. So this thing is still in this fib from what I can see. Yeah. We're chilling right now. And we're gonna see either saw a break. Let me go to the 4-hour chart here. Already broke 4-hour structure to the downside. This candle, right? We're still down structure. So it could easily come up to break structure again. That's why we had such a violent candle up. So what I let it do was do this thing on the 4-hour, waiting for this thing to break structure, and I'm gonna risk $100 to make $50 on this one. And this is NZD USD. So the moment that 4-hour structure breaks, if I go down to 4-hour, here it is, nice clear. I'm also taking this play on my funded pips account. Again, that's a 25K account that I currently got going on, and this thing I got basically risked $250 to make $250 on that play, and I'm doing pretty well. About to break structure and hit that TP by default, and then that would be activating my Robin trap strategy to be placed on NZD USD. But of course, I don't have an alert here, so let's make an alert for that. Again, these are how I make my alerts. So when I'm going about my day, I'm working or doing anything, I get these alerts right on my phone. That's why it's so worth it to have TradingView Pro at least. So you can put your alerts on, you can do the bar replay, you have more access to things, right? So it's worth the buy. It's worth investing into your trading business. 4-hour, break the structure, all align, set, Robin, yep, trap the wrong way. Because we're going against the whole wave of the market. Wrong way. Risking $100 to make $50. Again, once this account touches like 400, that's when I withdraw again and again. And then if it goes down, I rebuild it back up, get to a 400, withdraw. Like I take my time with it, man, and I just pull money out the market as I go along. So when I get a bigger account, even bigger than 6,000, things are gonna get real good. I'll just tell you that much. Especially when I get all my profits back. I'm still waiting on my 400K that the funded trader took away because they shut down because they're, I don't know. But I'm expecting to get that back, and I'll trade that back up. I got to start from phase one again. I was already on phase two. Already on phase two, bro. About to get funded with that. I was so pissed. But it's all good. It's all good. I can do it again because that's what I do, baby. We are profitable. Um so yeah, we are all set on this one, and this should go active either tonight or tomorrow morning by the looks of it. 1 hour, waiting for that 1 hour breaker structure to break, and we're skipping this setup because we already had our two, over two already. So this is the big win. And then we had, oh, this is the big win. And then you had, if I zoom in here, you can see there's a setup there. Of course, I'm on the 4 hours, so you can see it clearer now here. Boom. Go by the order, man. Like, to give you a nice example, guys, so you guys don't get this confused. What I mean by going by the order and stuff. I don't know why it coming out like that. Nah, puss be coming out like that. The hell. Whatever. I can do this. All right, so remember, I'm looking for a big win, which is to be around 2 to 1, right? And then I'm looking for that, a 1 to 1. Well, that's what it would be looking like. Right? That's the pattern I'm looking for, right? And I need these side by side together. Now we could have the ones that, of course, don't make it in between, but that's what I'm looking for. This kind of setup. Big win, too many wins, and move along, right? And then I'll wait for either another big win with 2 to 1, and then we can go for another mini wins, or I'm waiting for four of these, right? Once I get 1, 2, 3, 4 or more, right? Then I go the right way on trading, and I look for one of these, right? And of course, if you had to put the fib with it, Um, makes it all look like this. Where the target entry and target and stop loss is here at the 0 point, right? Waiting for price to go up without going all down to here, hit this level, and now I'm going the right way. I'm now this is instead of this being my whole risk and this being my profit, I'm going since I got one, two, three, four, at least in a row or more. I'm gonna be going for like this, right? And the risk management really, really applies on you. But for this account, for instance, for this $6,000 account, I'll be risking, like I said on the other video, $25 to make uh $50, right? If you lose that one, $50 to make 100, 100 to make 200, and then 200 to make 400. So I'll get four chances. If it doesn't pan out till the four chances, I just keep going with the 200, and it will eventually. I'll take that those whatever L I have to take, right? But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And this currently situation, one, two, three. I'm looking for one more of these to take action on, like what I just described there. Risk $25 to make $50, right? Now there's some gaps that happen to this market open. And what gaps are is basically what you see on my screen. It's like when you got missing price, if you don't have you have a gap in the system. But this gap hit the negative 27, right? We didn't nowhere near this point right here, so this is not active, right? And that's when you have your entry here, your stop loss there, TP here. But of course, I will not be taking this trade because I had this win and my double wins already, right? So what I need to wait for, and two more double wins, or the big massive win went without this hitting the 0 point, right? When it touches here without going to the 0 point, we get that big win. That's when it's valid. So that's what we're doing here. It's already active. So we're either gonna get one of these or get one of these, but we're gonna see what we get. And that's USD. That was Euro USD. Yeah, Euro JPY. I mean, this thing, textbook, a win. And then you got the two mini wins that are risk still 200 to make 100, risk 100 to make 50, $150. The goal is to be out of the $150 on this size account, right? And then like we were successful there, right? Now you're just skipping the next couple setups. So this is a thing when you're trading one pair is like what happens when you in this situation, you're trading one pair of this strategy. Now you have to wait for a 4 hour break of structure. You're skipping it. There's more waiting involved. So not only you have to wait for it to break structure, you have to wait for the setup to play out and see what happens. And depending on that ending, that's when you take an action. If I get a nice big win here without the price coming to the 0 point and it goes to this negative 0.27, okay, that's when I go in for another situation like this. But if I get another one of these, I will have to still wait for the next setup to play out because that's only then one, two, and then three. What happened, right? And now I have to wait for four, and after I get four, I'll be aiming to make this kind of situation. I go into 1 to 2 mode, right? So I got my negative, risk reward mode, which is this, and then I have my positive risk reward mode, which is when I get four of these. Hope you guys got that. If you didn't, right over your head. um 4 hour break of structure is what we're waiting for on Bitcoin, and this thing possibly will break structure because we had a major down structure moving for the past couple plays on Bitcoin. It's just been traveling down. So it's all break structure up soon. So price is at 62,000. It will be back at 64,000 in no time. Just a big Bitcoin. This is a good time to buy. um, at least for the short term, right? But always for the long term too, as well. This thing is still in between, right? It hasn't. It needs to touch the 0.27 level. If it doesn't, it's still active, right? And this thing is still. If it comes down all the way to here, this thing gets deleted, right? Now, this is a play that I can take to risk. I can take, but to see the risk reward, let's see the major risk with this. And what I'm looking for is, okay, I see that one, right? Now I want to see my probabilities and how I'll win the next one, right? Remember, the market doesn't like doing the same stuff all the time, but it does, when it's valid. Let's go to this. Okay, so I had that win. That win, and then two mini wins right there. Okay, so you had that win and two mini wins, and then you had now you have this one. Because this is what I'm talking about right here. This is the perfect example. You had the win, right? And then you had the two mini wins, right? This is when you risk $100 to $200 to make 100, nail it. Then you risk $100 to make $50, nail it, right? You're out with $150 right there. Then you wait for these. You have to wait for this setup, right? So this is setup number 3. So now you have 3. These are false. And then you get your fourth one right here. After you get your fourth one, you can go in on this one to positive risk reward, right? So first off, the pawns go first. $25 to make $50. You lost it. So you lost $25. Okay, $50 to make $50 to make $100. You lost that $50. So you're out with $25 and then you're out with $50. Okay. The next play, you're risking 100 to make 200. You nail that 200. You make that $25 back and the $50 back, and you're up in profit, right? That's exactly how. That's the whole story of that. What's going on in CHF That's literally the whole story that I just read there, right? I know exactly what I'm going to be risking on each single play. So this is another play that I can go in for the same thing. But this, I'm deciding to skip. I'm deciding to skip, and I'm deciding to stay out. I want to see what's going to happen here. All right. But yeah, that's what's going on in this video. That's it. Hope I dropped some value on there for you guys. And take care, and we'll be back on the next video tomorrow. I have a date tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see what we got tomorrow. All right. And that would be video 20.